All right, I got to try and make sure you can see this little angel. Now she wants to come in. You can hear two other dogs. Now they are two little inbred Shih Tzus. Hello, hold on, just 1 second. And they are little bastards. Now they're, hey, stop. I know they're constantly barking, but when held off, and she wants to bark and whimper right now. But this is the difference. Even when she wants to bark, this is the difference. This is not the kind of breed that people think, man. It's just not. And at her worst, she's this. Dashing up the stairs at 60 mile an hour, wanting to rip the leash out of your hand to get where she's going. She's like that. Absolutely. Wants to inspect everything, wants to check out everything, see what's going on, know everything. They're like that. But this is feeding time. Ha. And she's a sweetie. Enough of a sweetie that when I feed her, I don't exactly feed her in terror. And she's not exactly what you'd call vicious. Even to the point of reaching around her and taking her dish while she's eating, she's not exactly what you'd call a hostile creature. Politely, sweetly gets out of my way while I do that. Doesn't try and dash for the door. Like, it's hard to describe how good her behavior is. Like, for example, she didn't try and rush outside there. Showed no desire to rush out the door, even though there are other dogs in the house, and she's in heat. It's spring. And we have 3 male dogs in the house, but she knows she's not allowed. Now, there are a lot of people who talk shit about Pitbulls. That is a red nose. We got her as a rescue. Now, legally, as a rescue, we're allowed to get her. In Canada, you can't just buy a red-nosed pit bull. Now, I did want to give a talk on them and why. Now, they can be an incredibly quickly aggressive dog to the point where everything seems just fine, and the next minute they snap on you. And that's because you're doing something that they don't like, and that's the only real way they have to show you. The problem is they're bred for war, pretty much. You might think, because of the way their jaws are and everything, but the way it is they're actually bred for babysitting. And that's the funny part. They're literally bred for babysitting. And if you come into a room, strangely enough, she's gone for the water that I brought in. Hardly a shock. But what's cute is every time I come into the room, she goes right to her water. Now, if you're not trying to drink it on her, well, you won't get bit. She's a real sweetie, but I can reach over and pet her and stuff. Like, she's not hostile. I could even reach over and take her dish away. Rick and I, which is her owner, my roommate, we trained her for that because she was like, you couldn't take anything away from her. Now, one of the things they say about this breed is there are some vital trainings you need to do with your pitty, oh, you little cutie, before, and I mean before, look at this, have a lap dog for a friend. That's how this is. I freaking love this dog. We got a house full of dogs, man. And they're cute. But we got 2 downstairs who shit all over the floor and act like crap because they don't really have a pure bloodline. Their bloodline is kind of a mutt. It's all over the place. Well, that's not actually good. Her bloodline is pure and has been cared for over the years. And that matters. Her behavior shows it. Those other 2 dogs, you get tiny little breeds, guys, and they are usually deeply inbred at some point to make them that tiny. That's why their behavior is so shit. And the breeds that is the case with shows out. And dog behavior is a really good analysis for us as human beings because it demonstrates for us how genealogy and how us caring for our genome affects our species. Now, in her case, she's a little angel. But at the same time, oh, yes, she's never been the kind of thing where at first I was seriously worried one day she might bite me in the face. Like would not let you touch her, like without inspecting you first. Whereas now, it's hardly that. I mean, she is a little doll. And we didn't get her as a puppy. We got her already as a fairly aggressive dog, and people didn't know what to do with her. She's now a sweetheart, a very well behaved dog. The kind of dog where when she's on a leash, you'd swear she can't be off one, but the second I take her off the leash, you realize she didn't need one in the first place. And the only reason she's pulling the shit out of you is because there's a treat on the other end of that, and she knows full well. And when that is the case, she does not take it slow. On the way down, she's in a little angel. It's too cute. But I actually went out of my way not to show you her best behaviors. These are her worst. This isn't bad behavior. This is her pulling on you like crazy sometimes because she's strong and she's excited to get her treat and she just wants to go there. And believe it or not, they're not dumb. She knows you're capable of going faster up the stairs and can't figure out why you're too lazy. They're like that. They're a very hyper energetic, smart dog, and not everybody can handle that shit. And they will quickly get angry at you if you're doing the wrong thing, but not aggressively mean to you. Like she's not like that. Even when I do the wrong thing, she doesn't look at me like that. She just looks at me like I'm an idiot and licks me in the face like she'd very much like to heal whatever is broken. Yes, you're so cute. But they're like that. And this is the breed that these folks have basically decided should be illegal. And unfortunately, they think that the little Shih Tzus who just yap and yap and yap and are totally useless in nature, couldn't survive at all that, that they are the good breed. Well, I got to tell you, man, you guys are so inbred that are making these choices. I think that we got some real problems in the world because, wow, are you ever wrong? This is the kind of breed we should be allowing in Canada. Now, they have to be treated properly. If you own a breed like this, guys, you need to have a muzzle on your dog when you take it out because they don't necessarily act well. Now, we haven't gotten her to the point yet where she's as good as she is with everybody else. In the house, she's a sweetheart with anybody who comes up to her. But that's in the house. Outside, she's a terror. She does not accept that she's not supposed to protect you. She doesn't get that. To her, any stranger is something she has to protect you from. It's her lifelong duty, her sacred obligation, and she will gladly die doing that at your side. This is not a problem dog. This is the best dog you'll ever have.